It is Wednesday, June 12th, 2019. Today we are witnessing the next stage of the great Bitcoin parabola of 2019. They're no longer going to call this a bubble. But most importantly, at the end of this video, we're going to talk about what does this mean for altcoin bag holders. Welcome to another episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. I recommend that you pause the video to read through the disclaimer because this is just market observation, not actual trading advice. If you're looking for more details on how to trade and what we're doing in our trading systems, get the free chapter from my book on digitalcurrencytraders.com. Don't put this off. Go and get that free chapter now so that you don't get it later and you say to yourself, oh, if only I'd have known this before, especially if you're an altcoin bag holder or you are interested in altcoins at all. Now, of course, yesterday we were looking at this shoulder of the potential head and shoulders top formation, and it is still looking to me like it's going to be going parabolic. Before that, we had talked about taking off part of our position on the exponential moving average crossover here on the 4-hour time frame, but that we would be putting our position back on if that exponential moving average crossed positive again. So we'll watch that unfold. And we're also talking about comparing to what would happen if you didn't close your position until the exponential moving average on the 12-hour time frame crossed over out of these top formations. So we'll continue playing that out as we go along. But the main thing I'm wanting to pay attention to here in the stream today is the continuing unfoldment of the Rsi Divergence here, the Rsi showing strength as we were talking about yesterday. Let's see, yesterday we were right about here. Prices eased off a bit, but the RSI stayed on this trend. So now as prices are coming up to this level and the RSI is giving us strength, this popping up is going to match with this going up here. Now let's go and look at our next indicator. We always look at the on balance volume. And that's what the stream is for, is to watch these day by day. So here we're seeing this trend line. We're seeing a bit of an up in the bottom, really, not just straight bottoms here now. But at the same time, we're seeing that the on-balance volume is showing a divergence where we've seen the selling here, less selling here, less selling here at each of these points. And then we're seeing some buying punctuated by not even going down into the selling territory. So this is showing that there's a change in momentum of what's going on just in this little bit of a time frame. And because of all the history, I'm expecting that should this be breaking higher, it's going to continue on the parabolic move, and we'll just continue to watch it day by day and see how this unfolds. Tomorrow's show, I'll go back into the longer term time frames and we'll see how they are changing. So now today, let's take a look at the MACD crossovers showing positive. This is something yesterday I was saying that the histograms are going to go much stronger should this cross and go higher. So we still haven't seen that yet. I'm looking for the histograms to cross above these levels as this is moving up. If we are starting to go parabolic, this is really going to widen up on this time frame. The one thing that has me a little doubting the whole parabolic thing going off is that this Ichimoku Cloud should have twisted to green here. It should twist to green. If this is going to be breaking out, that should coordinate. We do see, let me change the size of these lines here again. The conversion line is blue and the baseline is red. So when the conversion line crosses above the baseline and we're poking through the cloud, then that is the bullish signal on this. That's a buy signal, but it's usually accompanied by a twist in the cloud here to a green to show that things are warming up. Haven't quite seen that yet, so we're not out of the danger zone when we're looking at these indicators. One thing I want to zoom out and take a look at here is the 4 charts, and I want to pay attention to this shoulder on or about the 13th of May. Let's line this up. So I'm going to clear this off now because these charts aren't as easy to draw on. I'm going to leave you to your paying attention to your imagination here is the shape of these shoulders here. We have a shoulder here on this side and we have a shoulder here on this side for Ethereum. We have a head and a 1, 2, 3 top formation here and in Ethereum as well. And Ethereum has also made a shoulder on this side. And we're watching for that to be taking off and coordinating with Bitcoin at the same time. Now, Litecoin did a different pattern here where we had this shoulder on the 13th of May, a higher shoulder on the here about the same time as Ethereum and Bitcoin, but Litecoin has broken this shoulder and gone off higher, which is one of the keys that is giving me, of course, everybody the idea that everything is going bullish from here, and we should be seeing these shoulders break higher, following along what Litecoin's doing. We should also see that in Stellar. It had a stronger left shoulder and then the head and then the weaker right shoulder. So I'm interested to see what's going on in that. This one market, I've got holdings in, and I'm anticipating this is going to be coming back up. Now, the big question is for the Bitcoin holders and the altcoin holders is the difference between, this total market cap looks fantastic. I was commenting before that the volume under the market cap here is nowhere near what we are seeing now. You may comment that a bunch of this is fake volume, and that may be, but I imagine the fake volume is not new. And so I don't know. We just don't know. But I can look at this chart and say that this comparative is more than we've seen before. If it is fake, that is really screws up my entire assessment of the markets. Until I come to this, and it doesn't really matter what the volume is underneath, because this is the pattern that we're watching for. This is Bitcoin dominance. And we can see that Bitcoin dominance has been sliding and coming to a top formation that, should it break below this, altcoins are probably going to moon. That doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go down in prices as Bitcoin dominance slides, and I'll show you an example of that. But as that takes off, you can see I've got these arrows pointing to a very exciting moment, because this is going to indicate that altcoins are also going into a bull market at the very same time. Now, when Bitcoin dominance goes down, you may fear that Bitcoin is going to stay still or it's going to go down, and then the altcoins are going to go up. But let's go grab a chart in history. I'm going to go to the 1-day view and zoom back to a time that I already know what happened. And it is from March until July of 2017. You can see what Bitcoin prices did. They went from $1,000 to $3,000 in this period of time. And yet, when we go to the Bitcoin dominance and pull this back to a longer term time frame, we can see that from this very same time, Bitcoin dominance slid off massively as Bitcoin tripled in prices. I'm anticipating that Bitcoin dominance is going to be sliding off, and that altcoin market cap and altcoins are going to be taking off. We go to the longer term view in this same chart that we were looking at. This is altcoin market cap versus dominance, and it really correlates with the bull markets in altcoins. So should this break this line and Bitcoin dominance start to slide, then we could see that this would, I'm anticipating, would hit to the 60 level at whatever measurement this is. And during this time, altcoins are going to go on a great bull market. The fantastic thing is that when this makes a top formation, all the alts are going to make a top formation at the same time. And it'll be time to get out of alts and hold Bitcoin. So if you're interested in learning and watching that as we go along, be sure to click on the link in the description below and sign up for the free chapter over on digitalcurrencytraders.com so that you are updated with our alerts as we go through this process. Now let's zoom back right into the cutting edge now and go into the 1 minute view of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Stellar, and Ethereum. At this moment, we're not seeing the breakout, but it is building up. You can see the consolidations going and the pre-pump patterns laying out, some pre-dump patterns as well. Really awesome moments to be doing these videos and to be mapping this stuff out, especially as we are tracking these indicators day by day. Now, I appreciate you guys being along. There's a lot of other channels online, and I'd like your comments down below. Anything you'd like to ask or add on, let me know and we could add it to this stream. That'll wrap it up for today. All the best in your Bitcoin trading. I'll see you on the next episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin.